रे निषेधे मन मंदिर निषेधे मम मन मंदिर निषेधे मम मन मंदिर दे दर्शन मुरारे श्री कृष्ण मुरारे कृष्ण मुरारे श्री कृष्ण मुरारे कृष्ण मुरारे श्री कृष्ण मुरारे कृष्ण मुरारे श्री कृष्ण मुरारे मम मन मंदिर निषेधे मम मन मंदिर निषेधे मम मन मंदिर निषेधे मम मन मंदिर निषेधे कृष्ण मुरारे श्री कृष्ण मुरारे श्री कृष्ण मुरारे 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 भक्ति प्रीति माला चंदन भक्ति प्रीति माला चंदन भक्ति प्रीति माला चंदन भक्ति माला चंदन तुम्हें नियो है नियो चित्तानंदन तुम्हें नियो चित्तानंद तुम्हें नियो है नियो चित्तानंद तुम्हें नियो चित्तानंद जीवन मरण तव पूजा निवेदन जीवन मरण पूजा निवेदन जीवन मरण तव पूजा निवेदन जीवन मरण तव पूजा सुंदर है मनहारी सुंदर है मनहारी है मन हरे सुंदर है मन हरे नंद कुमार नंद कुमार नंद कुमार नंद नंद कुमार नंद कुमार नंद कुमार नंद सबे प्रेम प्रदीप आरती तोमार आरती तो अबे प्रेम प्रदीप आरती तोमार आरती तोमार नयन जमुना चारे अनिभा नयन जमुना चारे अनिभा नयन जमुना चारे अनिभा नयन जमुना चारे नयन जमुना चारे अनिभा नयन जमुना अनिभा नयन जमुना चारे अनिभा नयन जमुना अनिभा नयन जमुना चारे अनिभा नयन जमुना नयन जमुना चारे अनिभा नयन जमुना चारे अनिभा तुम्हारा विरह गिरिधारी तुम्हारा विरह गिरिधारी तुम्हारा विरह गिरिधारी तुम्हारा विरह गिरिधारी बंधन गाने तब बाजो जीवना बंधन गाने तब जीवना बंधन गाने तब बाजो जीवना बंधन गाने तब बाजो जीवना कृष्ण मुरारे श्री कृष्ण मुरारे 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 मम मन मंदिरे राने श्री मम मन मंदिरे राने श्री कृष्ण मुरारे श्री कृष्ण मुरारे कृष्ण मुरारे श्री कृष्ण मुरारे कृष्ण मुरारे श्री कृष्ण मुरारे कृष्ण मुरारे भक्ति प्रीति माला चांदा भक्ति प्रीति माला तुम्हें नियो है नियो चित्तनांद तुम्हें नियो है नियो चित्तनांद जीवन मरण तव पूजा निवेदा जीवन मरण तव पूजा निवेदा सुंदर है मनहारी सुंदर है मन नंद कुमार नंद कुमार नंद कुमार आबे प्रेम प्रदीप आरती तोमार आरती नयन जमुना चारे अनिभा नयन जमुना तुम्हारा विरह गिरिधारी तुम्हारा विरह गिरिधारी बंधन गाने तब बाजो जीवना बंधन गाने तब बाजो कृष्ण मुरारे Krishna Murari, Krishna Murari, Shri Krishna Murari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Can you tell the kids to slow down a little bit? Shouting. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Still shouting. Maybe you just tell them that they can play but not shout. We'll start. You try to focus on Bhagavatam, okay? If you can focus, then I can focus. If you can't focus, I can't focus. How many of us know about Srimad Bhagavatam? Chandni ji recently got a Bhagavatam copy. Do you know Srimad Bhagavatam? Not Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavatam. Puran. Yes. Bhagavat Puran. Srimad Bhagavat Puran. Sahil ko nahi pata?
You told us that it's based on the life of Krishna.
Yes.
Krishna is only what he preached to
Yes.
Arjuna.
So that's all you know.
That's all I remember.
Okay, good. Good. At least you remember the most essential part of it.
भगवान ने जो 7 दिन के लिए जो कौन से परीक्षित जो कृष्ण की लीलाएं जो कथाएं बताई थी वो भागवत पुराण में.
Yes. So there was a great king called as Parikshit, who is son of Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu is son of Arjuna. Arjuna, everybody knows? Good. So there's some common ground there. Kids, Hare Krishna. No one speaks here. You want to speak? You have to go upstairs. Hare Krishna. Yashika is not here? No, okay, upstairs. Hare Krishna. She can be here until she starts making noise. Let us take a deep breath. You need to have a bit of peace before you can understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Done. Finally, we are all set perhaps. Now we can start. Good. Hare Krishna Mataji. So, Abhimanyu is son of Arjuna. Parikshit's mother is grandmother. Uttara. So when Abhimanyu was 16 years old, he was killed in the battlefield. But that time already Uttara was carrying. And there was this guy called as Ashwathama who wanted to kill the last remaining seed of the Kuru dynasty. So he released a weapon, a precise Brahmastra, which would just go and kill the embryo in the womb of Uttara. So that time Uttara takes shelter of Krishna. This was just right after the Mahabharata war. So Ashwatthama wanted to make sure that there is no single seed remaining in the Kuru dynasty, because he was so angry that his father is killed. So he releases this weapon to kill Parikshit in the womb. Yeah. And Uttara took shelter of Krishna. So Krishna entered the womb of Uttara to protect the son. Embryo form. And this small baby in the womb was constantly looking around. Wow, there is somebody who is, like, embryo is already small. Yeah. So amazing how life comes into existence. The beginning is just a dot. And eventually the whole, the heart functionality, brain functionality, and eyes and all the organs are formed. The life is there. The consciousness is there. And this baby was able to see that I was being attacked by a weapon from outside, and someone with weapons in their hand, Krishna held both Sudarshan Chakra and his club. Do you know what is the name of the club? Gada. You know what is a Gada? Yeah. Kaumudaki. Chakra's name is Sudarshan. So Krishna took both of them. So usually there are 4 arms of Vishnu, right? They hold Shankha, Chakra, Padma and Gada. The Shankha and Padma are the protective ones. There is a lotus. And the conch shell. Conch shell name is, what is the name of the conch shell? Krishna's conch shell. Panchajanya. Good. So Krishna held his weapons and entered the womb of Uttara to protect Parikshit in the he was just an embryo, small form of life, but the baby was able to see that there is someone who was carrying the weapons to protect me. The baby understood that. And eventually when the weapon's effect is nullified, that time Krishna disappeared from there. And the baby was like, wow, someone has come to save me here. So when it came out, the name of the baby was given as Vishnu Rata, someone who is protected by Vishnu. Everybody knew that Ashwatthama has released this weapon. He wanted to kill the baby, and Krishna has saved it. So the name of the baby was Vishnu Rata, someone who has been saved by Vishnu. And the baby exhibited some very interesting character. It was always doing pariksha. It was doing examination. Oh, who is this person? Who is this person? Is it the same person as the one I saw when I was a small baby in the womb? So it used to observe everyone as if to try to match. So that's how the name came as Parikshit, as one who is doing pariksha. And this baby eventually grew up to be a great heroic personality. And after 36 years of ruling, the Pandavas took retirement from their worldly affairs, and they all went back to the spiritual abode. Yeah. So they basically graduated from this plane of existence. Hare Krishna, Sami. No problem. And after the Pandavas left, Parikshit was ruling that time, and Parikshit was not just having earthly plane of his domain was not just earth, but also some of the higher planetary systems. Even some, there are 14 planetary systems, right? 14 of them. We are in the middle. Some upper planetary systems also wanted Parikshit to rule them because they thought he is a great king. We better want to be under his rule. Not like today, wherein half the population, they don't like who is the ruler. It doesn't matter whichever country you take. Maybe half the population they like, and the rest of the population don't like who is leading. Parikshit was not that kind of king. The entirety of population, they used to love Parikshit. Parikshit established in his entire kingdom that there is not one place where there is meat eating, intoxication, gambling, or illicit relationships. The entirety of kingdom, not one person was doing animal killing. Can you imagine? The whole earth, not one person was eating meat. Entire earth. Not one person was doing gambling. Not one person is intoxicating with alcohol or liquor. Not one. Entirety of population, they voluntarily, they gave up all these things because of Parikshit. Because he was such an amazing king. So these kings are called as Rajarshi, not just Raja, but they were Rajarshi. They were Rishi. They also had administrative responsibility. So, giving money to people is very easy. Making people's lives, quality of life improve based on sophistication is very easy. Transforming someone's heart is very difficult. Right? You agree with this? So difficult for us, so-called Sanatana Dharma followers. Right? We have become so westernized in our approach right now that when we come and tell that no, live a sattvic life, it becomes so confronting to us. So Prabhuji, क्यों? थोड़ा तो कुछ entertainment चाहिए life में, कुछ तो चाहिए. How can we live otherwise? What is the meaning of life? There is no meaning to life, right? So many people come and tell, Prabhuji, थोड़ा इतना strict मत बताओ, थोड़ा थोड़ा कम कर दो, little bit, some concession. Right? So many people. But what to do? Dharma is defined with this. Srimad Bhagavatam describes dharma to be having 4 legs. Austerity, truthfulness, cleanliness, and mercy. Austerity, cleanliness. Now, austerity, you all understand what is tapas. You voluntarily take up some vrat. Like yesterday, many, right, only half the population, in some cases both population. You fast, and that's an austerity, right? You do it for some higher gain. So austerity, then truthfulness. Truthfulness doesn't mean you only speak relative truth. Speaking relative truth मतलब झूठ नहीं बोलना है. That's not what is truthfulness. Truthfulness is not just honesty. You need to know the eternal truth and speak eternal truth. The dhatu sat. In Sanskrit, the name is Satya. You know this? Truthfulness is called as Satya. Comes from the dhatu sat. Sat means eternal. Yeah? The same word as Sat, Chit, Ananda. We have heard this. Right? So Satya is the same dhatu as Sat. Has to have eternal validity. Not just temporary situation, whatever you speak, it's not Satya. Things change, right? Eventually we all die. You know this? Yeah? Everybody knows this? Yeah. Knows? Yes, for sure. Yeah. So if you're only speaking about just this life, it's okay, but this is relative. Applicable only to short amount of time. Eventually this will change. The whole equations will change. So how valuable will it be? It's not that valuable, man. Right? Like Krishna's teaching in Gita. They're Satya. Because they are forever. They're valid. Not just for your life. Even if you come after, now already 5,000 years have passed. Even if you are reading it next after 5,000 years, still it's valid. This is the meaning of Satya. So you should speak Satya. You should perform austerity. Then cleanliness. Not just taking shower. That's also difficult nowadays. You're supposed to take 3 showers a day. When I tell this, people are like, Prabhuji, ek to hone do pehle. We'll see. Right? So, but that's just external still. There has to be internal cleanliness. Yeah? And all of us think, no, Prabhu, आत्मा तो इतना शुद्ध है हमारा, कभी कुछ बुराई सोचते ही नहीं है प्रभु. Right? We all think we are the best. Our Atma is so clean. Yeah, Atma is clean, but mind is not clean. Buddhi is also not clean. Right? So that has to be purified. And mercy is daya, and in its highest form, it means that you actually look at every living being as your friend. But that's not how we look at. We look at friends as friends and others as others. Some people are friends and rest of them are other people. Yeah. So we are not talking about relative application of dharma. In its absolute form, we need to practice austerity, truthfulness, mercy and cleanliness. And people in the kingdom of Parikshit were able to practice this, all of them. Not one exception. You know why? Anybody knows why they were doing it?
Because they followed their king.
Yeah, but why? Because Parikshit had met the personification of Kali, the Kali Yuga which is going on right now. So that personification of this Yuga, he was beating a cow. And Parikshit wanted to kill this person. And that time Kali took shelter of Parikshit, told, please give me some place. I want to stay also. Now you are Raja. I also want some place to stay. Can you please give some place to stay? And Parikshit said, sure, wherever there is adharma, go and be there. Yeah. Wherever there is adharma. And adharma are the opposite of these four. Yeah. So gambling is opposite of meat eating is opposite of gambling is opposite of satya. Meat eating is opposite of mercy. Yeah. Intoxication is opposite of austerity. Right? So every limb of dharma has an opposite also. So that's how I said in the beginning, there are in the entire kingdom, everybody is practicing dharma, every single one of them, and no one is doing any adharma. Yeah? Because Parikshit had told to Kali that you can be in any place where there is adharma. So Kali comes back and tells, कोई जगह ही नहीं है पूरे अर्थ में. There was no single place. So he asked again, can you please give me one more place? Parikshit said, yeah, wherever there is a lot of wealth accumulated, go and be there. And Kali suddenly found a lot of places, a lot of wealth accumulated. Yeah. And because of this reason, everybody was very careful that we should not be bringing Kali in our lives. So they were practicing dharma. And eventually when Parikshit was there out in the forest one day, and he was somehow he became aloof from his entire military. He just somehow became alone. And he just traveling, and then became extremely thirsty and very hungry. And that time he found the ashram, hermitage of a sage called as Shamik Rishi. What is the name? And Shamik Rishi was immersed in his meditation. His eyes were closed and he had no external sense. Previously there used to be sages like this. When they used to meditate, they used to forget external senses. There is just no external sense available at all. They wouldn't feel any noise outside. They would totally disconnect from all the senses. They don't see anything, they don't hear anything, no smell, nothing. Yeah. Not like us. We're distracted so much. I get distracted so much. It's our conditioning. What to do? The sages were not like that. The sage, whose name is Shami Krishna, is totally disconnected from everything, whatever is going on. And in comes Parikshit. Parikshit is very hungry and very thirsty. But nobody is there to welcome him or give him water, give him some place to sit and treat him well. And Parikshit became so upset, extremely upset. And you may wonder, why should he become upset? Well, the Vedic life is that if there is an atithi at your place, you should huh? You should worship like God, right? As if God has come. Right? That's how was the culture. Now here is a great personality, not just some random atithi. Atithi means somebody who comes no invitation. Right? Somebody just shows up. That's atithi. Not our way of, right? We make appointment, we know that, 7 o'clock I'm here, we come at least 7:30, so. So, or maybe 8 o'clock. But we are there. People know that we are coming. That's not atithi. Atithi, no appointment. Right? So someone who shows up uninvited, without informing, needs to be treated as God. So that was the culture. Now this is not just a random person showing up. Kids, you need to go and tell upstairs that they should not make noise.
Okay, come. I will let this.
I think Sandeep was somehow trying to avoid TV. It didn't work out, I think.
That's why we shifted upstairs.
Okay. Chalo. Good. You also wanted? What do you want? You want Ashika? Ashika is upstairs. What do you want? Hungry? नहीं? क्या चाहिए? कुछ भी नहीं? हाँ? फोन चाहिए? नहीं मिलेगा. Sorry. चलो.
Is there no phone?
Where we? Yeah. So Parikshit is not being treated well and he becomes angry. You think it's justified? And he becomes angry? Huh?
Actually, yes and no both.
Who thinks it's justified? Raise the hand. Okay. क्यों बबीता जी?
Because he was upset, the things have been changed. Maybe he was thinking that people will welcome. And
But there is no people, there is only one person. And he is just lost in meditation. उनका कोई समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा है कि बाहर हो क्या रहा है. Expectations. No, but the question is, what is the question? Is it justified or not? That's the question.
Yes.
We should bring some police or somebody, just put them on the doorway. So yeah, is it justified or not justified?
Should be.
Huh? It's not justified. Is it okay?
Like,
Yes and no.
अगर मैं घर के बाहर खड़ा हूँ, if I'm standing outside,
हाँ
and if I'm ringing the bell,
हाँ
and no one is opening the door,
हाँ. Somebody came. Let us just be there.
if I look at my door,
Yeah. So. Yeah, but we are talking about Parikshit. Should he be angry? I mean, this is a great personality, right?
again, this is our expectation from Parikshit that he is great personality.
Yeah, but he's not great personality.
No, I'm saying everyone thinks he is great personality.
Yeah.
Truth is, what I see is perception. Like
Yes.
so something for me could be a satya, but
Yes.
for some other it is not.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Nirma was telling it's justified and not justified. Huh? She's outside. Yeah. And why do you think it's not justified? Anika?
As a guest, you have to be conscious of the state of your
The host. Okay. Yeah. He was not doing, the host was not willingly doing it. Not willingly. Yeah. He didn't even know that. Yeah. Okay. What else? That's it? Okay. So Parikshit does become angry. And then he's really upset. Now we need to understand that this structure of how society was set up that time is because of Parikshit that this sage was able to do any sort of meditation. If he is able to immerse himself into transcendence, it's because of the existence of Parikshit. Because Parikshit had made sure that all the sages are taken care of, Brahmanas are taken care of, Brahmanas are worshipped. Now because of that, Shamik Rishi has his peace. So from Parikshit's perspective, why he became angry and then he eventually just walking away in disgust, takes his arrow, there was a dead snake, and threw it towards the sage. The sound was Super Mario.
Somebody said that this music and you just put that it's like was clone.
Something came up at work.
Okay, sure. So,
You can go how oh, okay. In case you need something.
and that snake went and fell, a dead snake. It flew towards the sage and it fell on the neck of Shamik Rishi. And Parikshit just walked away. Just disgusted, just walked away. Now, when the episode was related, it was told to the son of Shamik. His name was Shringi. What was the name? Shringi became extremely upset. He started telling that this Parikshit is like a dog. He doesn't understand his position. The Kshatriya, he's supposed to be the servant of Brahmanas. But he's not really serving the Brahmanas. He has crossed his limits. So I need to teach him a lesson. So he takes his water from the commander. What's that? Gives tarpana. In 1 week, this guy will die by the bite of Takshaka. Specifically, he tells, yeah, this guy will die in 1 week by the bite of Takshaka. And eventually, Shamik Rishi wakes up from his meditation, sees the snake and throws it out. And then he's told about the whole episode that Parikshit had come and the snake Parikshit had thrown and Shringi had cursed. And Shamik Rishi became very, very sad. because he felt that it was my responsibility that I should have treated Parikshit well. He didn't take any offense for what Parikshit did, and he was extremely sad that his son had given this kind of curse. So that was the point in which Kali Yuga started. This is the point in time when Kali Yuga really started. The Brahmana who is supposed to be extremely gentle, very peaceful, should never get angry for unnecessary reasons. Shringi broke all those rules, then became angry unnecessarily on a saintly guy like Parikshit. Then he cursed. So that is the point in time wherein Kali Yuga actually started. So Brahmanas fell down. The class of Brahmanism, whatever was there, you should also understand that this culture was not a caste system. It was not that Brahmana son is a Brahmana. Anybody could become Brahmana based on their guna and karma. Yeah. Anybody could become a Kshatriya based on their guna and karma, not based on their birth. Yeah. So Chaturvarna system is not based on birth. It is based on qualities and qualifications. Yeah. If someone is qualified, they could become. So in this setup, Brahmanas fell down. Kshatriyas fell down. Vaishyas, Shudras, everybody fell down eventually. Anyway, going back to the story. Shamik Rishi is very sad that Parikshit has been cursed. So he didn't even have a face to go and tell this to Parikshit. He sends a messenger to go and convey the message. Parikshit, you have 7 days to live. You will die in 7 days. Now Parikshit had enough powers. He could counter whom? Shringi's curse. But Parikshit, in his heart, when he is going back from the hermitage of Shamik Rishi, he is feeling very sad. He is telling to Krishna that, Krishna, I have done such an amazing service before, but now this is not a good activity what I have done. I have disappointed a Brahmana. I have offended a Brahmana. I should not have been living like this. I should not have offended someone who is such a qualified personality. And for this offense, I would request you, Krishna, that give me the result right now. Whatever bad karma I need to get, give me it right now. I don't want to wait like next life after that, and then I don't want to wait like this. Just give me the reaction right now. Whatever is the reaction, I want to get it now. So by the time he reaches, he also gets the news. You've been cursed. And Parikshit is not reacting to it. So in our case, because of our own bad karma, we get results, reactions, and we react to the reactions, and we get further bad karma afterwards. Right? We always ask, why me? When any good things happen, we never ask, why me? Something bad happens, straight away we ask, oh, why me? I should not be getting this kind of situation. We always ask. And then we react. We react to the reactions, complicating the whole cycle of birth and death again and again and again. So, Parikshit in this case is just accepting that here is my situation, I accept. And to say, and also factually, this was not a bad karma which made Parikshit do this. Yeah. We do negative things because of our own bad karma. Parikshit didn't have bad karma. It was not because of his papa, whatever he had, he acted like this. Parikshit took it like that, but it was Krishna's wish that Parikshit acts like this. Yeah. Krishna made Parikshit do like this, so that very soon there is going to be the appearance of Srimad Bhagavatam for all our benefits. Yeah. Just like Arjuna is Somebody wants to be at the door, not inside, not outside. we need Narasimhadev now. So in our case, we get reactions, but in Parikshit's case, it was not his some bad reaction for the past karma. Krishna made him do that. Just like in the case of Arjuna, it was not that Arjuna was so weak-hearted that he collapsed in the beginning of Mahabharata war. Arjuna became very weak. No, Krishna made him weak. You understand? So when you do also bad things, Krishna makes you do bad things?
Yes.
Huh? You understand, Kanika? So Krishna makes you do it?
I'm just thinking about it.
You're thinking about it. How do we decipher this? Because I told that in case of Parikshit,
Our bad karma from the past that we do it to make us go through.
so Krishna has some influence or not?
Of course, that we are influenced
Krishna has influence.
on everything that happens.
Really? So he's making you do bad things.
No, he's
Yes.
making me do this so that I learn through it.
And those who are killing outside and putting whatever, doing all the nonsense outside, Krishna is doing it.
For a reason. I don't know. I don't know. And that's what I said. I was thinking.
No problem. Think about it more. Anybody else want to give a shot?
If we say it's Prarabdha, then Krishna made me to do this.
Prarabdha is your own karma. It's not Krishna's karma. Prarabdha is yours.
So then who made my Prarabdha?
Yourself.
How can I make my Prarabdha?
Because you have done activity right now in the past until.
Say, then my parents should be with me for like 10 years or 15 years or 20 years or eternally. How can I decide by myself?
Eternally they will not be there anyways.
That's true.
Yeah. So everybody, you will not.
But it's my Prarabdha that
Yeah.
I have,
I understood the question. So there are agents in the Prakriti. That's where we tell there are 33 crore Devatas who are assigned for specific jobs of carrying a living entity from one place to another place. It's not your first life, also not your last life. You live eternally as the foundation of Gita, that you are eternal. This life is going on the way it is going on, but you are an eternal person. And based on your prarabdha, so there are 4 stages of karma: prarabdha, aprarabdha, kuta and bija. So you do some activity today. Let's say you go and break Samir's car, just for the sake of it, okay? Maybe Babita's, he has electric, right? Yeah. So just break all the glasses, everything, destroy it. But let's say nobody knows about it. So somehow you had some grudge on Samir, he just destroyed his car, but nobody got to know. He went away. And then Samir has his insurance and then it claimed back and it's all fine. Now you have done it, you have not been caught, but then you have got some reaction for it. Yeah. Now this reaction will not come on to you right away. The action has caused some reaction, but it won't come on, it need not come on to you tomorrow that somebody else comes and breaks your car. Yeah. Along with that, there is also a desire to do it further, that you know, just because you did this, it will give you some more, I should break some other things also of Samir. This desire starts coming. It's called as bija. There's a seed form. And eventually the desire grows, and also along with the desire, also the reaction grows. And the reaction for the past action. Now let's say one day after like whatever 30, 40 years you die, and this reaction for this task, whatever you did today, it may fall onto you in next life. Yeah? And somebody comes and does something to you, you may say, no, why? In the world, I didn't do anything. I just got into this situation now, your car is totally broken. So aprarabdha is karma has eventually, it has come to a situation where there is a fruit, it is not fully ripened. Prarabdha is it's ripened, it will come on to you right now. Right? Like imagine this situation wherein all these people who were there on the place where there was tsunami. Right? People who didn't live in that town or in the village, they somehow happened to be there in that place that day. And some people who were living in that place, they happened to be away from on that day. How is this arranged? Because those who are all having that specific karma that okay, they should die like this, they were somehow brought there. And those who didn't have the karma of dying that day, they were all taken away. For whatever reason, they went out. Right? So these are the 4 stages of karma. It happens and doesn't happen in a linear way. It's a cyclic way of functioning, and life is eternal. So you may be getting result now of your 100 lives before whatever you did. Yeah. So prarabdha is your own karma coming on yourself. Now the fact that Parikshit was touched by Krishna in the beginning, he was not having any karma remaining in him anymore. He was not under the whole cycle of karma at all. Now Krishna made Parikshit to do this, reason being that eventually with this, whatever happened, Krishna wanted to show to the whole world, first, how a pure devotee, a Shuddha Bhakta behaves. Second, what is the outcome of it? Because as such, everyone's life, the value is in the legacy, what you leave behind. Right? Not just in the way you live, but the legacy which you leave behind. Pandavas lived long life, but majority of their lives, they were only struggling. Eventually, they fought the biggest war. Hundreds of years they were suffering. Then only 36 years they ruled. There was a legacy which was left behind. Parikshit also lived very short life. There was a legacy which is left behind. The legacy which Parikshit left behind is the moment he was cursed, he left his kingdom, made his son, whose name is Janamejaya. Made his son as the king, then went to the banks of Ganga, then sat there. And suddenly all the sages from all over the universe, they started coming. Because they were like, wow, this Parikshit's birth was so amazing. He's about to die now, he's been cursed. I have to go and see how it happens. So all the sages, Narada, Vyasa, Asita, Deva, so many of them, they all started coming. And Parikshit asked them 2 questions. I have 1 week to live. What should I do? Yeah. Because he was told you have 1 week to live. Yeah. In 1 week, what do you want to do? What is the most important thing you should do in your 1 week? And then he asks, but then for everybody in general, they don't know when they will die. Right? Any of you know? Prabhu, next 30 years, mera to stable hai, no problem. Talk with enough astrologers, Prabhu, no problem. Anybody? Huh? We're talking about mentally sane people here. So, Parikshit changes the question then. It really doesn't matter what you do when you're about to die. What matters the most is what you do when you are alive. Because you don't know when you're going to die. So he asks this question then. What is the duty of a person who is about to, not just about to die, but he's living? What is the duty? What should he do? And all the sages who were assembled, they all decided that Vyasa's son, whose name was Shukadeva Goswami, he will speak, Shukamuni. And if you have read Bhagavatam, if you have read any other literatures, you will come across a few different names. You will come across names like Shaunaka Rishi, Shuka Rishi, Suta Muni. Right? So these were different sages. Anyway, so Shukadev comes and starts speaking with Parikshit, and then their conversation becomes the part of what's called as Srimad Bhagavatam. This is for all of us, because this speaks about how you should live, what you should do, what should be your life. Should it be just how we live? Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithuna, that's all. Or is there any higher purpose for life? Should you live like a human or should you live like a pashu? What is the value of life? So Srimad Bhagavatam addresses these questions. So if you need to really live a human life, you need to study Srimad Bhagavatam. And eventually in Srimad Bhagavatam comes the stories of people like Dhruva. You know Dhruva? Who was Dhruva? Huh?
Oh, sorry, no, that is Prahlad.
Who is Dhruva? Dhruva is a star, yes.
No.
Yeah, who wants to start?
Dhruva is not a star.
Story behind that is different.
Dhruva is the king of that star. Yeah. That star which we see, the name of that is Shvetadvipa. Yeah. And Dhruva is the king of that place. Okay. Shvetadvipa is the place where Vishnu resides. It's the milk ocean. And Vishnu is there. And Dhruva is the king of that place. Because Dhruva wanted to get a kingdom which was bigger than Brahma's kingdom. He was a small boy. His mother told him, you can find Narayana in the forest. And he walked to the forest, performed austerities for 6 months, bhakti under the guidance of Narada Muni, and eventually perfected his life. Then got association of Krishna. That's how eventually he becomes the king of Dhruvaloka. Kids, up. आपको फोन नहीं मिलेगा. Sorry. So, the story of Dhruva, the story of Bharata, not the one you are thinking of, the brother of Ram. This Bharata was son of Rishabdev. Also Bharata, but not that Bharata. Different Bharata. He is son of Rishabdev. Rishabdev is also considered as the incarnation of Vishnu. He is also considered as the first Tirthankara in the Jain line. Yeah. His son is Bharata. And this Bharata was a great king whose name basically eventually our nation got. Right? The whole world was called as Bharatavarsha, and now it's a small country. Anyway. And he became a deer because he was attached to a deer eventually, and then he became a deer. A fascinating story of how Bharata, such a great king, he renounced everything, and then got attached to a deer, then became a deer, then how eventually he perfected his life. The story of Chitraketu Maharaj, the story of Ambarish Maharaj, Prahlada, Sandeep was telling, son of Hiranyakashipu. The story of Lord Ram also, very little, not much. The whole, in the entire day of Brahma, which lasts for 4.32 billion years, some of the most crucial episodes, whatever has happened until now, are all captured in Srimad Bhagavatam. With single pointed focus that it helps all of us to live a life which is Krishna conscious. And we need to live by dharma every day. How do you live dharma? Every day. That is the focus of Srimad Bhagavatam. In non-adulterated terms. There is no mixture of, oh, you can do this also, you can do that also, you can go to this devata also, that devata also, hundreds of things you can do, and then, no, Srimad Bhagavatam is not that. Srimad Bhagavatam has a clear focus, very clear agenda. It's 18,000 verses, clear focus. If you want to perfect your human life, if you think you're a human to begin with, And if you want to perfect human life, what you should do. That's Srimad Bhagavatam. By hearing the entire 7 days, 7 nights, so usually it's a saptah, right? People do Bhagavad saptah, but then they eat also, sleep also, or maybe a couple of hours they hear every day. But Parikshit didn't do like that. Parikshit was speaking with Shukdev 24/7, quite literally. No sleeping, no eating, no drinking, nothing. He heard Bhagavatam continuously for 7 days, without any breaks. And with that, he perfected his life. And even before Takshaka came and bet, Parikshit had already passed away, had already moved on. Takshaka came and bet a dead body. Yeah. So, that's Srimad Bhagavatam. And in that Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 10th skandha, there are 12 skandhas. Like Gita has 18 chapters. Right? And not that Arjuna and Krishna, they were telling, okay, I'll discuss first chapter now. No, let's do second chapter. Let's do revision of second chapter. No, they're not doing it like that. They're just talking. Same with Bhagavatam. Parikshit and Shukadeva are talking. Later, it's been segregated into skandha. So there are 12 skandha. The 10th skandha is where Krishna's pastimes are described. Yeah. So it's almost towards the end. And Shukdev is describing the pastimes of Krishna. Not in full, in every day's detail, but in quite enough detail. Around 80 chapters. Out of which around 40 are describing Krishna's Bala Leela. What Krishna was doing in Vrindavan. And that's what we are celebrating today. So shall I start my class? This was all introduction. Yeah. People will be like, Prabhu, okay, chalo, ho gaya. Aaj ka ho gaya, Prabhu ji. Kal aayenge fir se. I'm not done. So here, there is this baby, Bala Gopal. Right? He's being tied to a mortar by his mother, Yashoda. क्या हुआ संदीप जी? अच्छा, sure, yes. So, in one of the Leela where Krishna is just the darling of Vrindavan, right? He is not being like a god or somebody who is, everybody is coming and falling at the feet. Krishna is just there, normal child. Everybody is just purely in love with. Every single person in Vrindavan would love Krishna. Even cows would love Krishna. Peacocks are loving Krishna. And that is Vrindavan. It's the place where everyone just in simplest possible way, they love Krishna. Yeah. Even today, if you go, auto walas, rickshaw wala, whoever, they all just shout, Radhe Radhe. Right? Whole Vrindavan is like this. They're Krishna conscious. They're always just reciting songs and telling glories of Radha and Krishna. Even now, after 5,000 years. Right? So that was the place where Krishna was. And just in his initial part of life, right? The early ages. And in one such instance, it was a day of Diwali and Krishna was doing a lot of mischief. And his mother is trying to teach him a lesson by binding him to this mortar. So he was bound to this mortar. Mortar is the one which is on the back. In the olden days, people used to use that for making atta. Not that. That is for making yogurt and butter. So this is for making atta. Atta, grain ko dal ke, yeah, you beat that, then it become flour. Yes. So once Krishna was bound to that, he sees that, oh, my friends are all playing. I can't go to play. So he's like, oh, I also want to go to play. He started crawling. And then when he started, just imagine now, Krishna is started to crawl. And the one which is behind, which is standing upright like this, it became horizontal. It started rolling. Yeah. And then eventually when Krishna is going, he is crossing between two trees, and that thing in the back, it got stuck between the two trees. There were two huge trees in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Bhavan, you can even go today. There is the house of Krishna in Nandagram. You can go to, even today you can go. In that courtyard, there were two huge trees. And Krishna's, with the mortar, he stuck in between the two trees. And Krishna gave a jerk and both the trees fell down. And out come two divine personalities. And they were sons of Kubera. You all know Kubera? He's the treasurer of Devatas. Very rich. The kids were spoiled brats, really. Totally spoiled. Always intoxicated. And they were once playing in the heavenly Ganga with girls, and Narada Muni had walked in, and these two boys had no sense whatsoever. And all the girls went away, but the boys were like, their eyes rolling, they were just, didn't even know what's going on. So Narada had cursed them, you better become trees. Even though you are in such respectable positions, you have no sense of life, always intoxicated. So they were cursed to become trees, but because it's Narada Muni, who is a great saint, these two people became trees in the courtyard of Nanda. Krishna was able to come and deliver them. Right? So that's the episode, which is one of the episodes which happened in the month of Kartika. And Krishna's, this form is called as Damodara. Dama Udara. Udara means the abdomen, belly, pate. Dama means the rope. So Krishna's, he's being bound, right? His abdomen is bound with ropes of love. And the Shastras tell that if we come and offer diya to Damodar in this month of Kartik, even once if you can offer with sincere love and devotion, you will become Krishna conscious. You will start loving Krishna. You want to love Krishna?
Yes.
Yeah? Why? Huh? Why you want to love Krishna? Hey, Shikha, Hare Krishna. How many of us want to love Krishna? Yeah. Samir ji nahi karna hai. Huh? But why do you want to love Krishna? That's the question. If you want to love Krishna, there has to be a reason. And the only reason for Vrajavasis at least is that I want to see Krishna happy. So I love him. Yeah. We all want to love Krishna so that we can get something from Krishna. Yeah. थोड़ा तो कमी है लाइफ में. इसको भर दो ना पूरा, please. In everyone's life there is something, right? I just want something. So we want to go to Krishna to ask for that. Vrajavasis don't do that. Vrindavan people, they want to just love Krishna for the sake of loving Krishna. I just want to make Krishna happy, that's it. Yeah. So, if we also want to become like Vrajavasis and want to love Krishna for the sake of loving Krishna, here is an opportunity. Yeah. Just imagine the small kids in our lives. They enchant our hearts so much. Right? All of you who has kids, you know, small, as they grow up, they're nonsense. Right? Everybody knows that also. But when they were really small, innocent, it attracts our hearts so much. Yeah. Imagine Krishna being like that. Srimad Bhagavatam explains that now, today Bhumi started walking. She took her first steps. Actually, yesterday, just took her first steps. Krishna also, at some point of time, he didn't know how to walk, and then he started learning how to walk. Exactly like this, holding something and standing up. And can you imagine Krishna doing it? This is not just a small boy. This is the supreme Vishnu. So that's the song we're going to sing. The supreme absolute truth who is enacting like a small boy. So that's what we are celebrating. So we sing Damodara Ashtakam now, and that's the page which Nirmaji had given in the beginning. So you all can take that page. And after we sing, we all can come here and offer the diya. Anchalji will give that at the end.
Prabhu, is it the time to ask questions?
Yes, shoot.
You told that episode between Parikshit and Rishi to his son, because there was no one there, right? How did the son know that what Parikshit had done?
The son of the sage? No, so there's some friends of him who saw from distance. Yeah, Parikshit had come and then he had done this.
The second question didn't really answer the question that you had asked, and I'm not sure the answer is. Anything bad that we do as Krishna have?
Krishna has no influence. Zero. It's all on us. 100%. In general, if it is not connected to Krishna, then also Krishna has nothing to do with it. इसलिए भगवद गीता अच्छे से पढ़ना है. 5th chapter, Krishna tells 5:15. I have nothing to do with anyone's good or bad karma. It's on them. So until you surrender, Krishna will not. Parikshit was a surrendered soul, so Krishna made him do certain things. Arjun was a surrendered soul, so Krishna made him do certain things. So unless we surrender, Krishna will never put his nose into our actions. Yeah. Okay. Good. निर्मा जी शुरू करें? हाँ, हाँ. यहाँ पर कुछ दिया लगा दो. Oh wow! Perhaps people will not be able to read then. Yeah, this is good. Okay, good. So this whole Ashtaka is composed by a person called as Satyavrata Muni. It's part of Padma Puran. And Satyavrata Muni is visualizing this in his heart, just praying to Krishna that all that he wants in his life, he doesn't want moksha, he doesn't want any sort of happiness, all he wants is service to Krishna. Okay, so that's the theme of the bhajan. So we sing it at the end when we start Hare Krishna mantra, one by one you can come. You can first offer the diya to the lotus feet of Krishna, then to the abdomen area of Krishna, to the face of Krishna, around the body of Krishna. Okay, first to the feet, navel, the face, around the body. Okay? We first sing. So please focus on the words and sing nicely. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Vrajamana Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Vrajamana Yashodhabhiyo Lokalandhavamana Param Vrishtamatyantato Drutya Gopya Yashodhabhiyo Lokalandhavamana Param Vrishtamatyantato Drutya Gopya Rudantam Muhurnetra Yugmam Rijantam Karam Bhoja Yogmena Satanka Netram Rudantam Muhurnetra Yugmam Rijantam Karam Bhoja Yogmena Satanka Netram Mohoshvasakam patre rekhanka kantha Stita graivam damodaram bhakti badha मुहुश्वासकं पात्रे रेखाङ्ककण्ठ स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तमाख्यापयन्तमिति दृक्स्वानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तमाख्यापयन्तम् तदीयेषितज्ञेषु भक्तैर्जितात्वाम् पुनः प्रेमातस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे तदीयेषितज्ञेषु भक्तैर्जितात्वाम् पुनः प्रेमातस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेशदपेया वरं देव मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेशदपेया इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबाला सदा मे मानस्य वीरास्तं किमन्ये इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबाला सदा मे मानस्य वीरास्तं किमन्ये इदं ते मुकाम्भोजमत्यन्तनीलये घृतं कुन्तलै स्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्य इदं ते अत्यन्तनीलये घृतं कुन्तलै स्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्य मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे मनस्य वीरस्तामलं लक्षलभये मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे मनस्य वीरास्तामलं लक्ष नमो देव दामोदरानन्तवेष्णो प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नां नमो देव अनन्तविष्णो प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नां कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदीनं बतानो गृहाणि क्षमामज्ञमेध्यक्षिदृश्यै कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदीनं बतानो गृहाणि क्षमामज्ञमेध्यक्षिदृश्यै कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमूर्त्यैव यद्वात् त्वया मोचितौ भक्तिभाजौ कृतौ च कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमूर्त्यैव यद्वात् त्वया मोचितौ भक्तिभाजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकां मे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मे स्थिदामोदरेह तथा कां मे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मे स्थिदामोदरेह नमस्ते स्तुधाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायाथ विश्वस्य धाम्ने नमस्ते स्तुधाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायाथ विश्वस्य नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियाय नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियाय नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. All of us. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. All of us. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Jaya Radha Damodara Damodara Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Damodara Shri Jaya Radha Damodara Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Damodara Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Gopinath Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Gopinath Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Govinda Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Govinda Shri Radhe Radha Madan Mohan Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Ramana Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Ramana Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Madhava